Welcome. Thanks for joining me. I'm Cheryl. This is Your Journey Yoga, and today we are going to work on our back health, flexibility, mobility, pain management. So hopefully if you're dealing with any discomfort, we're going to get rid of that today. Be gentle, be kind, and let's find a seated position. Sitting up nice and tall, roll those shoulders up and back, and let's let those shoulders slide down and away. Props are always encouraged if you like them. Let's do those shoulders rolls again. Blankets, pillows, bolsters, straps, blocks, whatever feels good to you. Isolating those shoulders, lifting that left shoulder up and back. Right shoulder up and back. We're going to get that upper back, middle back, lower back. Inhale, reach to the sky. As you exhale, pull the elbows back and down. Squeeze through those shoulder blades. Let's wake up that back. Inhale, reach. And exhale, pull, lift your gaze a little bit if you like. Inhale, reach, and exhale, pull. Inhale, reach, pull those hands through heart center, and place your hands to your shins, just below your knees. Take a big breath in, press the chest forward, arch your back, lift your gaze. And exhale, hollow your tummy and chest, press your spine towards the back, tuck your chin. Inhale, press it through, arch your back, lift your gaze. Exhale and hollow. Let's do that 2 more times. Just move with your breath. Make your motion as big as you wish. See if you can make that breath last as long as it takes to get to the top of the pose. And then exhale, hollow, slow and steady. Inhale up nice and tall. We're just going to make a big circle with the torso. Does not matter which direction you go. I just want you to, it's like you're stirring a pot. Checking in. What do you notice? Hopefully it feels pretty good. Let's do 1 more rotation this direction, and then we'll switch. So as you come to the front, pause for a second, and then switch directions. So today, really just focusing on the back. Going to get some lateral movements, 1 more rotation, some twists, some flexion, some extension. Coming towards the front, pause, and let's walk those hands forward, just releasing the weight of the upper body down. Glue your sit bones down towards the mat and just let your head be heavy. Inhale, lift just slightly, walk your hands forward a little bit further, and release the weight of the upper body back down. Making sure you're getting those big, full, deep breaths. Inhale, lift just slightly, walk those hands just a little bit further forward, and relax the weight of the upper body down. Check in, have your tailbone, your sit bones lifted off of the mat. Gently press them back down towards the earth, and you're going to notice a little more space in that lower lumbar region of your spine. A little tuck of your chin, a little more space in that cervical spine. Inhale, circle the hands back by your hips. Big circle of those arms up and overhead. Reach. And as you exhale, turn to the right. Left hand to the top of the right thigh. Right hand behind you. Sit as tall as you can sit. And turn and take your gaze out over that right shoulder. Press your left shoulder down and away. And a little tuck of your chin down towards your right collarbone. And this little bonus stretch through that left side of the neck. Breathe. Anytime we twist, we want to create space between those vertebrae as best we can, so really sitting up as tall as you're able. Inhale, reach to the sky, turn back to face front, and as you exhale, turn to the left, right hand to the top of the thigh, left hand behind you, sit up as tall as you can, and then turn and look out over that back shoulder. Little tuck of your chin down towards your left collarbone, and then just gently press that right shoulder down and away. Close your eyes and focus on your breath, noticing that stretch to the neck, rotation through the spine. Maybe you might feel a stretch into that right side through the hip. Inhale it back to center, reach to the sky, and as you exhale, release your hands down by your sides. Let's switch so the other leg is in front. Bringing the hands to the shins just below your knees. Take a big breath in, chest forward, Oh, arch the back. And as you exhale, hollow the tummy and chest, that seated cat and cow just now with the other leg in front. Moving at your pace, your breath. Promoting mobility, that flexibility in the spine. Gentle, mindful movements, always the way to go. Last one. Inhaling it up nice and tall and stir the pot. Let's go. Each direction, 3 rotations. Nothing super fast. Just checking in. Does it feel any different on this side? 3 full rotations, and then as you come towards the front on your last one, pause for a moment and switch directions. So some days, one side, one direction might be easier than the other. Interesting, this one usually is a little tighter for me. Not so much today. That's a beautiful thing. On our last one, coming forward, and let's walk the hands out. Releasing the weight of the upper body down, head heavy, and just breathe. Getting into the hips. Love those bonus stretches. Inhale, lift just slightly, walk your hands forward a little bit further, and release the weight of the upper body back down. What are you noticing? Making sure there's no pain, no discomfort beyond just that little dull ache of a stretch. Again, inhale, lift just slightly, walk your hands forward a little bit further, and release it down. Just checking in. Tailbone, sit bones. Press them down towards the mat. Little tuck of your chin. Breathe. Inhale, circle the hands back by your hips. Big circle those arms up and overhead. As you exhale, turn to the left, right hand to the top of the thigh, left hand behind you. Sit up as tall as you can and turn and look out over that back shoulder. Once again, we press that right shoulder down and away and tuck the chin down towards that left collarbone. Inhale, reach to the sky, turn back to face front, and we turn to the right. Left hand to the top of the thigh, right hand behind you. Sit up as tall as you can. Look out over that right shoulder, pressing that left shoulder down and away. Little tuck of your chin. Close your eyes and breathe. Inhale, reach, turn back to face front. And exhale, let's come forward and up onto all fours to tabletop. Hands are shoulder width apart, knees are hip width, core is nice and strong. Take a big breath in, lower your belly down, lift your gaze, lift your sit bones. Exhaling and hollowing the tummy and chest, lifting your spine, tucking your chin. Kneeling cat and cow. Do you notice, is there a bigger range of motion here with the pull of gravity of the tummy down? And we lift the spine towards the sky as we tuck our chin. So just checking in. Again, being mindful with our movements. What do you feel? What do you notice? Keeping that core strong. Breath slow and steady. Let's make this the last one, each direction. And we come back to our neutral spine. Keeping our core strong, lean the hips to the right, just as far as you want to lean them. Ooh, that feels good through that outer hip. And coming back to center, and we lean the hips to the left. Let them be as heavy as you like. And back to center. Shift your weight to your right hand, left arm extends to the sky. Exhale and sweep that left hand through, shoulder to the mat, side of the head to the mat. Rotate and reach, right arm to the sky. Extend and lengthen, just as high as you can reach. Breathe. Gaze is wherever you need it to be. We want that neck to be happy. As you exhale, release your right hand down, press it back up to tabletop. Center your weight, and then shift your weight to your left hand. Right arm extends to the sky, reach it up. And as you exhale, pass that right arm through, shoulder to the mat, side of the head to the mat, rotate and reach. Left arm to the sky. We're going to rotate as much as we can, working to stack the shoulders. Extend out of that left shoulder up to the tips of the fingers. How's your breath? Make sure you're not holding your breath. As you exhale, releasing that left hand down, pressing it back up to tabletop, and sit it back to child's pose. So most all of these stretches are fairly gentle. You have the ability to increase the intensity as you need it, or decrease as your body's asking for it. So just really making sure you're listening to what's going on with the body. Inhale, lift just slightly, walk your hands to the right, reach to your left fingertips, and then press your hips to the left as you relax the weight of your head down. Our lateral movements, space between those vertebrae, space between the ribs, stretching those intercostal muscles between the ribs. Inhale, lift just slightly, walk through center, and then over to the left, reaching through your right fingertips, and then press your hips to the right as you relax the weight of your upper body down. Breathe. Inhale, lift just slightly, walk those hands back through center. Child's pose. And let's slowly walk the hands back up. We're going to come up to a kneeling position, coming up nice and tall, reach to the sky. And as you exhale, pull the hands to heart center as you sit back towards those heels. If your knees are saying, hey, not so great today, don't lean back. Just stay up tall. Inhale, reach to the sky. And as you exhale, right hand comes down, a little tap of the heel or the back of the thigh. Inhale, reach it up. Exhale, sit if that feels okay to your knees. Otherwise, stay up. Inhale, reach. Rotate to the left, little tap of those left fingertips to the heel. Inhale, reach. And sit, only if it feels right to you. Let's do that one more time each side. Reach and twist, releasing that right hand back. And lift and sit, only if that feels right. One more time. Reach. Rotate, reach that left hand back, little tap. And reach to the sky, and slowly sit it back. Inhale, reach it up. Circle the arms around behind your back. Make fists with your hands. Place your hands, those fists, on either side of your spine, just about hip height. Draw those shoulders back, elbows towards one another, like somebody just wrapped a bungee cord around your elbows. Pressing those fists into the small of the back as you lift your gaze. Pressing those fists in as we arch back. Kneeling camel pose. Making sure those elbows are drawn towards one another. Fists are supporting in that lower back. Inhale up nice and tall, reach. And exhale, hands through, heart center, hinge forward. Walk those hands back out to tabletop. Wrists right below those shoulders. Fingers are spread wide. Take a big breath in. And as you exhale, extend your left arm and right leg. Lengthening and reaching, lifting out of that right shoulder, out of flex of that right foot. Our bird dog or spinal balance. Little strength here. You can always just work the leg or just work the arm. So you can add, you can take away, whatever you need to do, pressing through that right heel. Inhale, slowly lower, tap the fingertips and toes. Exhale, lift and lower and lift. Doing our best to keep the arch out of the back, keeping that nice long spine. Belly button drawn in and up. Last one. And pull it in back to your tabletop. Take a big breath in. And exhale, extend right arm and left leg. Square the pelvis. Lift out of that left shoulder. Lengthen and reach from fingertips to toes. And then add a flex to that left foot. Stability and strengthen again. You can bring that right hand back down. You can just work the arm and have both knees down. Taking care of you. Challenging yourself appropriately. We lower and tap. And lift back to that horizontal line. Lower and tap and lift. And again, we're working not to sag through that lower back, but to stay strong throughout that entire abdomen, all through the spine. One more tap and lift and release. Let's come over onto a hip. Sweep your feet around and slide on down towards the top of the mat. Extending the legs out long, flex your feet. Sit up tall. How are those hamstrings? If you have super tight hamstrings, that can really pull on that lower back. If you want to stay here, stay here. Feels good to you, start to walk your hands forward, lengthening through the crown of the head. Just walk it out. If you need to soften your feet at some point, soften those feet. If you can keep them flexed, keep them flexed. You can come down supporting with your hands, maybe come down onto your forearms. You might even extend those arms out long. This is all about you. So we don't want to get to the point where we're above an 8 on our intensity scale. We definitely want to be kind here. Not overstretching, over asking too much. Let your body find that space where it's ready to be, where your breath is slow and steady, a little tuck of your chin. So I just noticed I was kind of looking forward a little bit, causing some strain, some tension in that upper part of the spine, just below the skull. So that happens a lot, actually. So just giving your head a little shake, making sure that you're releasing that tension. Inhale, circle your hands back by your hips. Big circle of those arms, reach them high. Lowering those hands down, soften your feet. Core strong. Just a nice natural curve of your spine as you come down. Opening those arms out to a T. We draw that right knee in. Breathe. Let's bring that right hand up to the right shin and just gently pull the right knee up and out. Working to keep that pelvis as level as possible. Drawing that knee back into center, right arm extends out to a T, left hand to the outside of the right knee, and gently guide your leg across. We work to keep both shoulders down against the mat, and turn and look out over that right arm. Close your eyes. Releasing that left hand, rolling it back to center. Extend right leg to the sky, point your toes, lengthen your leg. And then flex your foot. Ooh, feel that stretch down the back of that right leg. And point. And flex. And point. Little external rotation through that hip. And slowly lower your leg down. And gently let it come to rest. Left knee pulls in. Left hand to the shin just below the knee. Pull that left knee up and out. Working to keep that pelvis as level as possible. Noticing what you feel. Groin, inner thigh, hip flexor, abdominals. Can you feel those obliques working on that right side to keep those hips level? Feels pretty awesome when you start to really kind of pinpoint the different parts of your body that are working, getting to know your body inside and out, drawing that left knee in, left arm extends out to a T, right hand to the outside of the left knee, and gently pull your leg across your body. Both shoulders staying against the earth. Return and look out over that left arm. Here we just let gravity do the work. Breath slow and steady. Right hand is heavy. Here, releasing anything that weighs us down. Letting down our guard, checking in. Releasing that right hand, slowly we roll it back to center. Extending left leg to the sky, point your toes, lengthen your leg. And then flex your foot. Good stretch down the back of the leg. You can feel this all the way through the base of my foot. And point. And flex. And point. A little external rotation through that hip. Slowly lower your leg down. Take your time. Make it last. And gently release it down. Let's walk those feet in towards your bottom. Hands come down by your sides, palms to the mat. Feet are hip width apart, little pelvic tilt. Small of the back presses into the mat. And then just visualize your spine as a string of pearls. As you press through your heels, you're going to lift one pearl off the mat at a time. Coming all the way up to our bridge pose. At the top of bridge pose, we're resting on the back of the head and the back of the shoulders. Buns are squeezed, hips are high. Chin towards your chest. If you like, interlace your fingers behind your back and extend those arms out. Holding here or rolling those shoulders underneath you, we press through those heels and lift your hips. Big, full, deep breaths. Great activator for your glutes, for your hamstrings. Great to realign your spine. Stretching those hip flexors. Opening up the chest. Releasing the hands, unrolling one shoulder and then the other, and then ever so slowly, one pearl at a time, coming back to the mat, being mindful of those knees, keeping them right in line with those hips, articulating those vertebrae down individually till your bottom is the last to touch. We turn the heels out and let the knees gently come to touch. Arms down by your sides. You're welcome to rest your hands on your hips. You can turn the palms to the sky. I invite you to find a comfortable place. If this is not it, you can adjust however you wish. On your back, on your side, your tummy, up in a seated position. And we take just a few moments to breathe, to assimilate all of the work we have put into our practice today for a happier, healthier back. Promoting flexibility, mobility, decreasing pain or discomfort in the back, quieting the mind and allowing that healing energy to move through your entire spine, from the base of the head to the very bottom of your tailbone. Letting go of tension, stress, worry, anxiety. Feeling calm and quiet. Let's gently bring the feet together and allow the knees to fall to the right. Now, if you've chosen a position on your tummy or up in a seated position, it's okay. Stay where you are. We gently bring that right hand to the outside of that left thigh and just let your arm be heavy. If you need to pull those knees up a little higher, please do. Return and look out over that left shoulder. And again, wherever you are, be present there. Let your mind be quiet, your body to be still. As you wish, if you wish, switching to the other side, just carefully, gently walking those feet over to the left and allowing both knees to fall to the left. Again, knees can be up a little bit or down and away. Left hand, you're welcome to rest on the top of that right thigh. And then we just look out over our right shoulder. Close your eyes. Let your body be heavy. Let your mind be clear. Let your face be soft. We take a moment with a grateful heart for our able body, for being here today, working on our health, our well-being. And slowly releasing that left hand, rolling back through center, bringing the knees in towards the chest. Gaze to the sky. Hands to your shins. You're welcome to interlace your fingers and just pull those knees in. So again, everything is optional. If you're already up in a seated position, you're welcome to just stay there. Maybe folding forward if that feels good, or just staying upright. Releasing those hands, you are welcome to rock yourself up or roll to your side. Any which way you wish to come up to a seated position if you're not already there. We sit in easy pose or butterfly. Shoulders are soft. Close your eyes and just sit up nice and tall. Inhale, reach high as you can, arms overhead. And as you exhale, elbows come back and down. We finish with 2 more cactus arms. Inhale, reach. And exhale, pull. 1 more. Inhale, reach. And exhale, pull. Inhale, reach it up. Hands pull down to heart center. Take a moment, close your eyes. A gentle tuck of your chin down towards your chest. Shoulders are soft. And just a moment of quiet gratitude. We gently lift our gaze. Open those eyes. My friend, thank you for joining me today. I hope your back feels amazing. I hope there was just this ripple effect throughout your entire being and you're just feeling great and ready for the rest of your day. Whatever it is, I hope there's a bunch of laughter and fun and love and all things good. I know there's going to be some challenges too, but you got this. Never alone, my friend. Always got your back. Be well. Take care, and until the next time. Namaste.